In the house of Potiphar, Joseph was no longer just a slave. He was the engine that made everything run. Potiphar recognized a rare brilliance in him, a divine touch that turned every investment into a windfall. Soon, Joseph was the chief operating officer of the most powerful household in the district. He had everything: status, trust, and a striking appearance that didn't go unnoticed. But success in Egypt came with a deadly price. Potiphar's wife began to eye Joseph, not as a servant, but as a prize, day after day. She cornered him. Her request was blunt: "Come to bed with me." For a young man in his prime, with no family to answer to, and a master who was rarely home, the temptation was immense. But Joseph's integrity was ironclad. His response remains one of the most powerful standoffs in history. "My master has withheld nothing from me except you, because you are his wife. How then could I do such a wicked thing and sin against God?" One afternoon, the house was empty. She caught him by his cloak, her fingers digging into the fabric. "Lie with me," she hissed. Joseph didn't hesitate. He didn't negotiate. He turned and bolted, leaving his outer garment gripped in her hands. Infuriated by the rejection, she transformed from a lover into a monster. She screamed for the servants, holding Joseph's cloak like a trophy of war. When Potiphar returned, she spun a web of lies. "This Hebrew slave you brought here came in to make a mockery of me. But when I screamed, he ran out, leaving his cloak beside me." Potiphar's rage was instant. Without a trial, without a word in his own defense, Joseph was stripped of his position and dragged away. For the second time in his life, Joseph was betrayed by a piece of clothing. For the second time, he was thrown into a hole this time. The dark, suffocating stone walls of the king's prison. But here is the question: can you truly bury a man whom God has chosen? Behind these bars, Joseph is about to meet two men with two terrifying nightmares. One will walk free, the other will face the executioner. And Joseph's ability to see into the future is about to reach the ears of the most powerful man on earth, the Pharaoh himself. The ultimate zero-to-hero transformation is coming up next. You do not want to miss the moment Joseph steps out of the shadows and onto the throne.